Atlanta, and I'm a senior at O'Day High School. I play football, and I picked football because it's a sport that not everybody can play, so it takes a certain amount of grit and hard work to do it. My role was I was the starting quarterback and captain for 2 years until this season where I broke my foot. I think how I handle pressure in certain situations is that you got to remember that when you have pressure put upon you, it's like a privilege to have, and so you got to take it as that way and kind of own it up on the chin because like you can't fall under pressure. You just kind of have to embrace it and accept that that's what you're gonna have to go through. My role model is probably my dad, just because especially this year I got injured, and so I didn't really know how to deal with that. And I think my dad was a great just figure to really guide me out of getting bad thoughts about my football ability or just like anything in general. He really helped me and gave me great advice to where I can just continue to conduct myself as a good, strong human being. I think the style of coaching that I think I appreciate when it comes to playing football is I think at the quarterback position you have to be very on point with everything, but at the same time laid back because you have a lot of things going on in your mind, a lot of things going on in the field, and so when you're stressed out and trying to do things in a rush, you're going to forget about things. So I think a coach that's very not laid back, but he'll get on you, but at the same time he'll be your friend and help you go through the journey of playing quarterback. And I think the help I get from my teammates, I think I want them to hold me accountable because they're my teammates. They're the guys that I go to the field with, so they're gonna watch how I play. And I think if I'm not acting right, I would wish that my teammates would pick me up and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I think the hardest thing about playing quarterback mentally and physically is just you kind of have to know everybody's job and as well as your own. You got to know what the offensive line are doing, the receivers, running back, all that kind of stuff. And so I think helping me along that way to understand that kind of stuff has been my quarterback coach, Coach Pierre, and he just really taught me the ways of breaking down film and I think the worst thing that happened to me during football is, again, probably my injury that happened right before our first game. And I think really who helped me out of that was like my friends and teammates, because if you try to distance yourself from your friends or your teammates, you're gonna get in a deep hole. And honestly, that's what I started to do. So I think just keeping myself surrounded in the type of conversation with my football friends as well as my friends outside of football really helped me to just kind of build my confidence back. My role model is probably my dad, just because especially this year I got injured, and so I didn't really know how to deal with that. And I think my dad was a great just figure to really guide me out of getting bad thoughts about my football ability or just like anything in general. He really helped me and gave me great advice to where I can just continue to conduct myself as a good, strong human being. I think the most important thing about my support system outside of football is probably just my family and friends, because at the end of the day, your family loves you no matter what. And so, I can always lean back on them to really give me the support I need. And having great friends is also an important thing too, because, friends are who you surround yourself every day with. So you got to have a good group or, good circle that you can be with and feel important and feel recognized, because I think that's very important. And for having good mentors, just surround yourself by people who have great wisdom. For one person, like my grandpa, he has great wisdom and always taught me great things. So I would really say my success to those three groups is really important. One thing I learned about football is that you just gotta have confidence in yourself, because no one else has confidence in you, then you can't really do anything. Because at the end of the day, it's you're in front of the mirror looking at yourself. So ultimately, it comes down to what you think about yourself and how confident your abilities are. I think if things aren't going my way during a game, the adjustment I make is again talking to my quarterback coach, Coach Pierre, because on the field he's kind of like my eyes and ears, outside of the play or whatever, and he tells me if my body language is bad, or if my head is down, it just reminds me at halftime, I gotta continue to be like a leader for my teammates, because at the end of the day, they look at me and look how I respond. If I respond badly, then they're gonna respond badly. So I just gotta keep in check my attitude. Yeah.